So recently I saw a video of someone absolutely demolishing their PC monitor with a sledgehammer, all because of a game of Fortnite, and that got me really thinking about my own experiences with gamer rage. More specifically, the first time I guess I ever got so angry about a video game that I decided to break something because of it. Unfortunately, when I was a bit younger, probably from like age 13 to 17, I was a bit of a hothead. When it came to playing games, I didn't really help myself by continuing to play the games that got me steaming. I've had a few bad episodes where I've gotten pretty heated, ended up breaking something and instantly regretting it. Thankfully though, coming into my early 20s, something came over me and I've learned that if a game makes you so angry that you're gonna either break something or do something else that you regret, it is not worth it. Just come off the game. So the next sentence that comes out of my mouth may come as a shock to some of you, and honestly I'll completely understand if you want to click off the video right now or even unsubscribe if you are. It's completely fine. And that is that the main game that got me pretty heated was FIFA. I know, a FIFA rager. It fills me with shame even saying the words. But I promise that I've changed. I may have broken a few vital pieces of gaming accessories because of that putrid mess of a game, but I promise that I've gone down a different path and I have seen the light. Anyway, I just wanted to go over a few of my worst moments of gamer rage and just talk on the lessons that I've learned from those experiences. One of the more tame ones, as in its effect it had on me being able to play anything afterwards, obviously was with FIFA, and I can't really remember why I got mad, but I was probably losing in Ultimate Team because that game mode is shit. I hate it. I only play career mode. I've never been good at Ultimate Team, building squads or all that shit. I don't have the time to put that effort in. Anyway, I was probably losing. I got so mad that I lost that I decided to pick up an old keyboard. It was broken. It was just laying around, and I decided to pick it up and just bend it over my knee, and keys went flying everywhere. I was picking up keys for the next week, and I'll honestly say that it didn't really make me feel any better. I was probably still bitter about it for hours afterwards, and in the end it didn't really teach me any lessons, to be honest, as it was a broken keyboard. I didn't really lose anything. But unfortunately the next two times were by far the worst. This one is the one I'm about to speak about is the most recent one, although it's not as bad as the last one. I had a rage fit because of a game, and again it was FIFA. I know, I'm beginning to sound like a broken record at this point. It's ridiculous and it fills me with shame, but believe me, this was the last time I can think of that I've raged on FIFA so bad that I've either broken stuff. Every time I play FIFA now, if I'm losing and I'm getting frustrated, I will just turn it off. I will go on to a different game. It is the best thing you could possibly do for yourself. Anyway, it was about 4 to 5 years ago now. My girlfriend bought me a customized Xbox controller for my birthday. It was really nice and it was all great. And a few months go by, and like an absolute fucking buffoon that I am, I ended up raging on FIFA and whacking it on the desk or something, and I fucked the thumbstick. Honestly, it's one of my most embarrassing, shameful, disgusting moments. I felt so fucking bad, and I still do to this day, 4 or 5 years down the line. Luckily, I had another controller so I could continue playing and try to hide the shame that I felt for breaking that controller. Obviously, my girlfriend noticed that I wasn't using the controller that she'd just bought me, and all came to light. I confessed my sins and I apologised. It was a terrible moment. But what if I told you that that's not my worst moment? That's right, there's another time that is by far the worst, and I regret it hugely. So I was probably around 11 or 12 when this happened, and I was fortunate enough to have a pretty big decent sized TV in my room. I can't really remember what size it was, probably around 30 to 35 inches. I was lucky to have such a thing, but clearly at the time I didn't know how lucky I was. Honestly, it fills me with such fucking disgust and shame to even say this. What I'm so ashamed about is the reason that I broke it. I was playing Dead Rising 2 and I was trying to complete the story. I was playing co-op with a friend who, when we arrived at the destination, I'm still bitter about this if you can't tell, when we arrived to the destination of the mission, he kills the person we're supposed to talk to, and that completely fails the campaign. If you have played any of the Dead Rising games, you'll know if you fail one like main story mission, the rest of it's fucked, and you're just left to free roam pretty much. And I was so goddamn angry that he did that instead of restarting and just going back to a checkpoint, I decided to jump up and punch my TV. It was fucked, cracked. I rendered this TV unusable, all because of Dead Rising 2. Fucking great game, by the way, but Dead Rising 2, of all things. And now, looking back at it, I feel so goddamn bad. Not just because of I punched it, but because of how I tried to cover it up. I was a little scoundrel, trying to cover up all these things, and it always came back to. So obviously, as soon as this happened, I was absolutely racking my brain as to how I can try and explain this to my mum. And boy, did I make up the worst, most stupid excuse ever. So I called up my mum and I told her that as I was turning the TV itself to get a better view or whatever, it fell off the cabinet it was on, and now it's on the floor and it has a huge crack in it. I literally even took the TV off the cabinet, put it on the floor, and when she came back and saw it, she kind of believed me until she actually saw the massive crack in the TV. Like, falling off isn't going to do that. It might fuck it, but it's not going to put a huge circled size crack in the middle of your TV. Thankfully, I didn't really get into too much trouble. She was probably just very disappointed in me, and honestly, I don't blame her. So mum, if you see this, I'm very sorry for doing that and for lying to you. Honestly, if there's anything you guys could take away from this video, it's that no matter what game you're playing, how angry it gets you, don't break anything because of it. It's just gonna get you into shit, and it's just gonna make you feel shit. Just come off the game and just take 10 minutes away. And if you do break anything, then just own up to it and tell the truth. Lying about things like this will get you nowhere, and it will just make things worse. I can proudly say that it has been for what feels like forever since I last broke something because of a game. Like I said, I'll just come off it and just take a few minutes away. That's all you need. Just recollect your thoughts, and hopefully it's something I'll never do again. If you enjoyed today's video, bit of a story time, then leave a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you all in the next one.